Geologists have found it useful to relate their information about the past history of the Earth to a fairly simple yet arbitrary outline called the Geologic Column. The beginning of this arrangement goes back to the 18th century when observers first saw the need for naming the various related groups of rocks they found in nature. It soon became clear that the best method would have to be based on the relative ages of the rocks involved. In other words, the column should portray the chronological order of origin from oldest to youngest. The divisions that gradually emerged and are currently used were proposed chiefly in Europe, where geology had its beginning. The derivation of the period's names, which are seen here on the stratigraphic column, illustrates the unsystematic way in which the geologic column grew or accumulated. The Cambrian, Ordovician, and Silurian are named for ancient native tribes of Wales and England. The Devonian comes from Devonshire, England. The Mississippian and Pennsylvanian are American names taken from the Mississippi Valley and the state of Pennsylvania, respectively. Europeans do not use these names, favoring instead the Carboniferous, so-called name for the coal content of the rocks. The Permian is derived from the Perm province on the flanks of the Ural Range in Russia. The term Triassic comes from a typical threefold association of distinctive formations in Germany, but no particular place implied. The Jurassic gets its name from the Jura Alps. The Cretaceous is not named for a particular locality, but for the characteristically high content of chalk. The Tertiary and Quaternary derive from still another naming procedure. Reference to the time scale shows that the periods that have been combined in lengthy intervals called eras. These are based on the stage of evolution of characteristic life forms. Paleozoic means ancient life, Mesozoic, middle life, and Cenozoic, recent life. Like the naming of the months of the year or the days of the week, the development of the geologic time scale was neither well planned nor consistent. Nevertheless, we seem to have no alternative now but to use these schemes in spite of imperfections. What has been said to this point applies to the divisions of actual rock masses into groups ranging from oldest to youngest as they occur around the globe. When we add actual ages in years to these units, we have a geologic time scale.